Blessed be all of my Cancerian people out there, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see just what is going on when it comes to your monthly astrological forecast for February 2025. And just a quick reminder for everybody out there, if you ever want to get a personal reading with me, you do need to go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com, or you can follow the links in the down bar below. And don't forget to like and subscribe. That way you'll know when my weekly forecasts come out and all the other special videos I put up on this channel. So what's going on when it comes to your February? What is the story of your month? Well, the first half of the month is strongly influenced by this beautiful combo of the Sun and Mercury together in Aquarius. This is the area of your life that governs side income, bonus monies, anything relating to shared resources, shared responsibilities, and even intimacy and exchanges. Now, for you, this is a beautiful boost to your income and your earning power, because these two together are bringing in accelerated developments and increased activity, especially when it comes to growing things that could be paying you out more. Yes, bonus income, bonus money opportunities, bonus work could be coming your way from all directions. Joint business, joint finances, anything here going through a major soar. But this is also going to be a time where a lot of you could be even getting ahead when it comes to any kind of savings or spending plans that you have for the future. We also have Venus entering Aries early in the month, and this is your 10th house of career, upward mobility, status, promotions, and raises. And so with Venus here bringing the focus of favors, generosity, and affection, a lot of you could be receiving a lot of important professional gifts, professional hookups, maybe even some office or industry favorite kind of treatment. You're really high in demand throughout February. With Venus in this part of your chart, you get a chance to kind of be moved to the head of the line when it comes to first pick and favorable treatment in all kinds of environmental changes that could be going on around the office, around your workspace, or if you work for yourself, your field, your base, whatever you are actually putting yourself or your work out there for. And this is also a beautiful time for anybody looking to maybe make some important changes with a work or career path, because the favor, the benefit of the doubt, and of course the inclination to do good by you and do you a solid is at an all-time high. One of our big special turns of the month is Jupiter turning direct in Gemini, which is going to be creating a big track change from where you've been the last 4 months or so, because Jupiter has been retrograde in what's called your 12th house of the past, private matters, secrets, hidden opportunities, but also old business. Now, over the course of the last 4 months, with Jupiter being retrograde here, a lot of you have been getting reintroduced to things from the past, old stories, old connections, maybe even old gifts, old shortcuts, or old wins that either you used to have once upon a time, old advantages, or maybe even things that you didn't actually go and take up. When we have Jupiter retrograde in the 12th house, this could be going back into the distant past, even upwards of 12 years ago. And you've been kind of going on a bit of a time warp with getting reintroduced to things that maybe you did sleep on. Buried treasure you didn't know was in your backyard. Things that could actually be really good for you, but maybe we didn't get a chance to, or could not allow ourselves, or maybe just didn't fully commit. And anything that did come up over the course of the last 4 months is now going to be going through a bit of an interesting level up, because once Jupiter goes direct, we have him returning to his primary focus, which is all about expansion, prosperity, and good fortune. And so a lot of things that may have been kind of teased are getting reintroduced, whether it has to do with old journeys, old stories, old money, or maybe even old dreams or old aspirations, especially things that go back a long ways, or even people coming back from out of the past, or again, old storylines. This is going to be a time where you get to see where they could do a lot of good for you, especially where you did bother to reintegrate with them. Mid-month, we've got a full moon in Leo, forming a square to Uranus in Taurus. This is our mid-month transition point. And this is going to create an important chapter change for everybody. But for you, this is lighting up your income sector, your second house of income, employment, and security, as well as your 11th house of friendships, support system, and community. And it looks like there could be some kind of big page turn or break or transition that occurs in one or both of these houses that's forcing one or both of these areas of your life to get out of a static or stalled condition. Now, this is actually a really good thing because we don't want to be stuck in a static condition ever. But this could also be something that is a bit stressful, right? Having to suddenly keep up with rapidly changing times. This could be a road change, or maybe even a community change, some kind of big break, or maybe a story or a journey coming to a wrap up with regards to maybe a project you've got going on, or maybe something is coming to a stop in terms of a road, and yet at the same time there's a big break in it for you that may force some kind of transformation on the work or social fronts. The second half of the month, we've got the Sun and Mercury moving on into Pisces, soon to be joined by a new moon there as well. And so the second half of the month is all about new beginnings, fresh starts, and commitments that are taking you out of familiar territory, breaking you out of a lot of ruts, and moving you out of your bubble. This is the area of your chart that's called the ninth house. And so this is all about expansion as well, but also elevation, big moves, big travel opportunities, long distance connections, and anything that involves maybe official matters or big contracts, big commitments, and big to-dos. Now, for a lot of you, this could be something that takes you out of a small pond that you have maybe outgrown for some time. This could also be a period where maybe you are going through a bit of a jump in terms of your personal publicity, how you are received by the world, and maybe even accelerate the completion of a lot of long-term projects, official and unofficial, that have been overdue for a wrap-up and payoff. Finally, for our second big turn of the month, another big game changer here, we've got the Mars turning direct in Cancer to talk about. Mars turning direct in your sign. Now, over the course of this last short while, going back into the end of 2024, Mars retrograde has been giving us sort of that double-edged sword experience. Things have been really slow, really relaxed, but also kind of lifeless and, kind of just carrying on, treading water. And for you, this has been a big deal when it comes to kind of maybe not seeing a lot of progress on your personal path. With Mars retrograde in your sign, the focus has been on getting back on track with your story, your life, irrespective of what's going on with other people. If you feel like maybe your life has become too much about relationships, too much about the job, too much about the family, too much about other people's journeys, Mars retrograde's really been going out of its way to kind of call attention to that so that can be corrected. With Mars turning direct, however, we see that renewal of action, energy, passion, and drive, helping you to break down some kind of important door or blockage that has actually been stalling a personal wish, a personal goal, or a personal ideal from being realized. And that's going to be a big part of the end of February and going on into March. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you found this helpful. If you did, don't forget my name is Nico, Son of Selene, and should you ever want to get a personal reading with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com, or you can follow the links in the down bar below. Take care.